elected not to play Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum. 0 minutes. Jason Tatum, the last 3 years, All NBA first team. Jason Tatum, top 6 for league in the category for league MVP. Jason Tatum, the reigning defending NBA champion. Jason Tatum. And you can't find minutes in a 26-point lopsided victory. You can't find 1 minute for Jason Tatum. I'm trying to get away from cussing because, I'm not the most religious person in the world, but I'm a decent human being that loves the Lord, and my pastor's watching me sometimes, and I know he gets mad at me when I cuss. But Steve Kerr, that's some straight bullshit. I mean, really? You gotta be kidding me. I mean, what possible excuse could you have for that? I want to hear this.
Kuminga looked like he was giving you a good scoring boost in the first half. What went into the decision not to have him play?
Yeah, he was playing great, and his normal time to go back in would have been around the 5-6 minute mark. And Wiggs was playing great. We were rolling. We're up 18, 19, whatever it was. And so we just stayed with him. And then at that point, it didn't feel, like it was the right thing to do. He'd been sitting for a while. So I stayed with the group that was out there. And obviously, we couldn't close it out.
You only scored 4.
He's been a player who sat some fourth quarters behind veterans. How much of you understand what he's talking about, and how much of you probably think maybe there's a different way to handle it, so to speak?
Everything you just said, I've been there before. He's not wrong in being upset and pissed off, wanting to play. Probably should have played. Not probably. But to your point, like, the ultimate challenge for anybody in this.
Wow, we just got a report from Shams Charania.
What?
Shams Charania. After sitting the final 18 minutes of the Nuggets' loss, Warriors forward Jonathan Kuminga has lost faith in Steve Kerr and no longer believes that Kerr will allow him to reach his full potential, sources say. This just broke right now.
What?
This just broke right now.
That is
Shams
a
Charania.
word. Wow.
And Anthony Slade, Hamill's back.
I have no ill feelings toward Jonathan Kuminga.
Wow.
I actually.
So then that's.
He's actually an empathetic case.
Now,
in
now
this one.
Moody and Kuminga in back-to-back days are coming in talking about they're not happy.
So your number 2 overall pick gone, playing in Detroit. Your number 7 overall pick now is lost faith in the coach, and obviously internally has lost faith with people. And then Moody hasn't played for weeks on end.
So let me tell you something about the Portland game. Tell you something about the Portland game.
What a waste of drafts.
Before we get to BPA,
wow.
There's a little rumor I heard. Remember the Portland game I just cited when JK was out of the rotation?
Yeah.
A report like this I heard was going to come out after the Portland game about JK and his representatives. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but he's certainly not happy. He's certainly not happy at that point.
How could he be?
And now, Jonathan Kuminga, again, before we get to BPA, after sitting the final 18 minutes of the Nuggets' loss, Warriors forward Jonathan Kuminga has lost faith in Steve Kerr and no longer believes that Kerr will allow him to reach his full potential, sources say. I swear to God, you cannot trade JK.
No.
Do not trade him. Here's why I stand with Klay Thompson this morning. I don't care whether he starts or comes off the bench. Yesterday's starting wasn't a problem for him. He got you off to a great start. Boom, boom, boom. 8 points, right? You had 8 from Wiggins. You had 8 from Curry. You had 8 from Klay. You had a combined 35 points from Wiggins and Klay in the first half. Efficient. But my whole thing all offseason and all season long, what has it been, Shasky? It's the closing lineup.
Yeah.
And Steve Kerr told us for the season, who's going to close? Somebody asked him, who's going to close? He said, I'm going to play it by feel. Well, the feel to me felt like Moody deserved that shot to close the game
100%.
for Klay Thompson. All right? I don't have a problem with Klay starting. I don't really care about who starts and who comes off the bench. But Moody deserved to close that basketball game. All right? And Klay was cold. It is what it is. The feel and the flow of that game told me that Klay should have sat the last 426 and not Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
And not Kevon Looney. And you know what? If feelings get hurt, then you know what? Feelings get hurt. You got to suck it up and you got to play. Klay turn to sit in crunch time. And you know what? Wiggins has already sat in crunch time,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Wiggins has sat on the
Yeah,
bench in
that's a good
closing
point.
time.
That's a good
You know
point.
what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
You know, Trey hasn't done
But
it
isn't
yet.
that the natural evolution of
Right
sports?
now, Kuminga! The right-hand sledgehammer! John Moran will be eligible to play on Monday against Dallas. That is a great pass. Kuminga with the right hand.
Bain thought about it. Clark, the spin, poked out of there by Porter. Thompson leading the break. Oh, Kuminga! A grown man's jam.
We're focused on the start. First 5 minutes in, the Warriors are in the ball game. Kuminga right down the lane, hammering that home. They're giving him the three, but that is a great dunk because he read the play.
Bogdanovich under the rim. Watch two defenders stay with the ball handler, Jordan Poole.
Cookie, it's fine. Now he's more cognizant of what he's putting in his body. Oh! That was not only a cookie, that was the whole plate right there.
Porter back to being hot again.
If you're the Warriors, you don't have to get involved in a back and forth when you can do that and go to the basket.
Into this Timberwolves team. There's a couple big dunks here. They tried to switch that one late. They're behind.
Second chance here for Golden State. Kuminga for three. And now Green gives him another offensive rebound. Leaves it for Kuminga. Fires it down.
That's the second assist he's had from the post position tonight, Grant.